and gentlemen of the Vulcan Forged community, welcome back to By the Fire. It is so amazing to be back with you guys here today. We've had some time off of the show. I am Mukti. I'm joined by the man, the myth, the legend, Walter Chambers. Sorry for the slight delay. Yep, Walt's with us here. Glitch Viking, unfortunately, unable to make it today. We're gonna
right there.
Yep, we're gonna crack on though. As always, we had some slight technical difficulties. You guys are gonna notice things are looking a little bit different today. We have a little bit of a new arrangement for the show that we're excited about. As you can see, the rundown on the right there, displaying our topics. Before we get started here, I want to give a quick shout out to the man behind the scenes, Armega. He has been working his ass off to do all this production stuff, make things look as clean. It's not perfectly polished right now. Like I said, there was a little bit of last minute throwing stuff together. As you can see, he's kind of doing some editing on the fly right now. But Armega has been doing so much to get this set up and ready. So I just want to give a quick, massive shout out to him. But yeah, guys, we're very excited to be back with you. And Walt, how are you feeling today with first time back on BTF?
No, I mean, it's nice. We ran into a little difficulties there, but we're rolling again now, and a lot of work done behind the scenes too. Yeah, Armega has been working all morning on this.
Oh yeah, yep. I mean, all morning, a lot throughout the week as well. Are you mic'd up, Armega? Do we have you on here?
Everybody should be able to hear me. I've turned my mic on this show. So.
Sweet. Can we get verification in chat that Armega is? We can hear Armega on here.
I'll check for everything, really, make sure everything's working okay.
Yeah, they say you can.
Wait, mukti VF, yes.
Yes. Whoever's on your account has already said, "Whoops, they're on your account."
I think Sky must be logged into my account on her laptop or something. Because I was wait, I did not save that. Yeah. So as you guys know, the past, I guess, month or so, things got a little crazy within Vulcan Forged. With of course, we had the hack go down. Things were sort of offline, not working optimally for a period of time as we migrated to the new Fenley wallets and stuff. So there was a little bit of lull in the action for a period of time. But as I'm sure you guys know and are now aware of, things are pretty much getting back up to full speed. The project is firing on all cylinders. And, the whole, I feel like it would be, I just feel like I should mention, the whole Tanka situation with him no longer being with us, of course, is very unfortunate. He was the guy who started this podcast with me way back when we first got this all up and running. Good friend of ours. And as unfortunate as it is that he is no longer with us, helping us out with the show, we couldn't let this thing die. I mean, we needed to bring back By the Fire. I think it's definitely something I would like to make as like a centerpiece of the community, something we're here doing each and every week, just to, keep the community up to date with, of course you can stay up to date in Discord, but it's nice just to have a little chat with you guys here, with Walt, Armega, and the guests that we bring on, GV when he's here. It's nice to just have this chat, little place to hang out once a week, just to discuss everything going on in this kind of, video chat environment, podcast environments. And so, we had to make sure once Vulcan Forge got we got our feet back under us, things started rolling again. We for sure are going to bring the podcast back. And this is something that, we're just going to keep building on each week, getting bigger and better. And overall, just very, very excited to be back and bringing all the latest news and announcements to you guys here on By the Fire VF Twitch channel. So as you can see, I just want to give a quick introduction to our new layout, the new platform for the show. So as you guys remember, Finn095, I could not agree more, man. He says, my daddy Walter. So
I read that one. I was just going to ignore it, but
yeah, we're very fortunate to be blessed with Walt on the show here. Has to be top 3 most attractive guys in the Vulcan Forge community. I don't think there's any disputing that. But yeah,
what the hell is happening right now?
And yeah, so there is going to be some editing on the fly here with Armega. So just bear with us here, guys. these things are all going to get ironed out each and every week. Things are going to be crisper, faster, better. We're going to keep building, improving. And you can definitely count on that, but bear with us for this episode here. There will be a little bit of editing on the fly, but as you can see with the new layout, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with, I was inspired by Pardon the Interruption, which is an ESPN sports talk show where they have a list of topics on the screen. I think it's like 1 to 2 minutes where they have to talk about each topic. We're going to be doing 5 minutes per topic here. And the reason for this is we want things to be much more of like a structured show. Previously, we had it so it was kind of just like a sit and hang out, shoot the shit type of like podcast, like no time frame. Some shows would go an hour and a half. Some shows would go closer to 3 hours. But we want to kind of have things set at like a solid hour 15, more of like a schedule, just kind of like a weekly show type deal. And so as you can see with our topics of the right, Armega did an incredible job putting together this custom made OBS plugin. I mean, he did this himself with JavaScript, CSS, and HTML, the whole fleet. The man is a beast. He really knows his stuff. So
again, having robots like Armega on your team.
Yeah, absolutely. Having the tech wizard robots on your team is always a very, very good thing. But without further ado, guys, the first topic of today, if we can get that rocking and rolling, Armega, is Vulcan's resurgence. And there has been a lot going on the past couple weeks. Since 2022 kicked off. I think one thing I've definitely seen with Jamie and a lot of the team members here is things with the hack, even though it was a bit of a setback to their project, and the whole thing with the crypto markets just in general taking a pretty big decline in the past month or so from where things were at, like peak hype, peak bull run. This whole thing really lit a fire under people, and it's like the sense of community feels stronger than ever. Like people are working their asses off to make this project and this ecosystem the best play to earn platform on blockchain. And really our job with this show is we just want to showcase the work that's being done, bring it to light, inform the public, and spread as much awareness as possible for everything that's going on here. And so our first topic, Vulcan's resurgence, there's been a lot of stuff going on. Marketplace 2.0 has been released. Lava earning is back. I believe right now it's 1 lava per 30 XP. If I remember correctly. Do you know if that's
Originally there was discussion that it was supposed to be 1 to 10 XP, but it's also
I remember that as well.
But it's also dependent because the pool releases per hour, right? So it's also dependent on the pool's earnings and stuff, because I've gotten, like, I see different amounts from my landmark runs every day and stuff depending on what the state of the pool is like that hour, it seems, at least.
Yeah, I can't remember, because I do remember seeing 10 XP per 1 lava. I also feel like I remember seeing 30 XP per 1 lava somewhere. Definitely something that we should get verified. I see Katie in the chat is saying 10 XP. And if anyone knows for sure, let us know in the chat. But either or, lava, like, you can start playing these games and earning again, which while the whole hack and my Forge maintenance was going on, that was down for quite a long time. But that's now back. The Sedalian program is firing on full cylinders. The Great Acquisition has been reinstated. So for everyone who is out there with their referral links, bring people into the ecosystem. Rewards are as good as ever right now. Lava rewards for introducing new people to the project. And of course, there is the $55 million buyback going on. And in the AMA with Jamie yesterday, there was a lot of, I guess he kind of gave a description about what's going to be going on with that in terms of the Troy land sales. A lot of those proceeds will be going towards this buyback. There's going to be various other NFTs from Vulcan sold on the marketplace to contribute to this buyback. And all in all, it's been a very strong revival, rebirth of the project, a huge bounce back. And I think the way the team responded really just showcased to maybe people outside of the project who don't know the team as well as us who have been here for as long as some people here in the chat, a lot of the OGs, it really showcased to the outside crypto world what kind of team we have here building this project. And I think more than anything, there's just this it just really put the strength of the community and the team on full display for the crypto space to see. And now we're in this very bullish position of, the token price is down. The primary focus is on building these games, getting things out. And if anything, the hack just spread. Like it just brought so much awareness to the project.
Well, the number of new wallets signing up, like in the days following the hack, was Jamie was saying we're higher than the running average around that time. And that being said, when a project suffers something like that, there's kind of the wrap it up or, build through it option. And the fact that they've gone with the adapt and like persevere through things option is a strong display on its own.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Like the way the team responded, like honestly, was probably about as good as it gets, in my opinion. And I think it definitely is being showcased with the amount of new wallets that are coming into the ecosystem. Like I'm seeing new people in Discord, names I've never seen before, pretty much every day at this point.
Yep. And
a lot of them are sticking around now, like grinding their accounts up to the 10K XP so they can start withdrawing their lava. And yeah, like things are just as big and as good as ever right now. And with Elysium testnet coming up, I mean, we're going to be getting to that here later on in the podcast, but there's just so much going on right now to be excited about. And it feels like we're very much over the hump of that setback. And we got our producer, the man, on screen with us for a sec here. Let's go.
He's trying to fit himself in somewhere.
Yeah, join us on here, Armega.
He's got to resize himself first.
And so, and that was our 5-minute timer. So we are going to jump now to the Pyr Air Drops, which is something we lost our Armega.
I think he was just sizing up position for something. Just used himself as a reference.
Yeah. So Pyr Air Drops. This is something that's very cool about the structure of the MyForge wallets and how things in this ecosystem work. Herdia says, who says Pyr? Pyr, the Pyr Air Drops.
It's safer because then you don't spark the community debate on whether you're pronouncing it properly that way.
It's true. I'm not saying Pyr. I'm just reading the letters on my screen. Pyr.
Spelling it out.
But yeah, Sarah, sure. What's up, man? Awesome to see you in chat. Got a first time chat from a viewer. Yeah, so the Pyr airdrop. So here's what we got going on right now with that. Daily lava just for holding Pyr in your MyForge wallets. I think there's a minimum. I'm pretty sure it's 200 XP is needed before you can actually start earning lava. So even if I feel like I remember seeing someone in Discord or Telegram just talking about this. They had their Pyr transfer into their MyForge wallet, their Pyr Polygon wallet on MyForge, and they weren't earning lava. And it's because you need a 200 minimum XP requirement. And I think that actually scales up with the higher amount of Pyr you have. But those are daily airdrops of lava into your wallet just for holding the token, which is something that isn't really the case with many other gaming tokens out there where you are just getting free token airdrops just for holding. We also had the lava gem snapshot recently, where depending on the amount of Pyr that is in your wallet, you got one of those lava gems sent to you that adds a multiplier onto your daily lava generation. And as we all know, one of the more exciting things coming out in the near future within the ecosystem is the Troylands airdrop, where the cutoff point for that is going to be 1,000 Pyr. And do you know, have you heard, Walt, on anything about like how that's going to scale on if you have 1,000 Pyr versus like 3,000 or 4,000 if you're going to get like, because I know you can get multiple plots airdropped. I don't know.
So
if there's a cap.
I know Jamie had said he was going to limit because obviously there's some people that have an enormous amount of plots, and based on whatever they come up with for the build. I don't think it's been announced on the plot requirements yet, but obviously some people have hundreds of plots, and that would entitle them to a heck of a lot of Troy land. So I know they are limiting it to an extent.
Yeah. Some
Also,
people
thanks Jay Bergs for the subscription.
Oh yeah, Jay Berg. What is up, man?
I can't help but put an S at the end of Bergs. It's very hard.
Yeah, true. Just so used to it at this point. Yeah, Slave. I mean, a bonus for having the whole set of gems. That's,
Limited 6 apparently.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's fair. Like, because I mean, 6 is a good bit, and not that there's anything wrong with rewarding.
I'm seeing 4 and 6, so I don't know who to believe in this chat anymore.
Oh
so.
yeah. Heradius. Sorry if I'm butchering your name, bro. Where do you remember hearing it was 4? I'm honestly not sure. And Indy is now saying 5, so we are.
I thought it was 5 I thought it was 5 personally.
I feel like I remembered hearing 5 at some point as well. And Coin 1x1, the new gems have not been sent already, so no worries if you're not seeing that.
The 5 votes are in apparently.
Let's make it 6. Yeah, I wouldn't mind bumping it up to 6.
Okay, Jamie said 5 or 6. That's where the debate is coming.
Okay, gotcha. So 5 or 6. Heradius is now saying somewhere around 4 to 6. So okay, gotcha.
This is incredibly accurate information.
Yeah. So another huge thing coming up, which this was information given after the AMA yesterday. I can't remember if it was said during the AMA or after, but land staking is finally beginning within the month. There was actually a tweet that I don't think I.
Yeah, he said it in the AMA that within the first 2 weeks of February, which would make it about a month from when we were talking in the AMA. And then he tweeted it later that day. There is a tweet for it somewhere.
Yes, yeah, I'm looking at it right now. So we will open land staking within 30 days, yesterday at 4:09 p.m. EST. So that's something that we have been waiting for a very, very long there's entire builds dedicated to when staking. Yeah. And of course that comes with level 2, which means all the awesome stuff coming there. Level 2 Vulcanites, higher building, better building assets, which also have been announced recently. You can get a look at some of the building assets in the Discord. Slave is saying 30 days starts tomorrow.
Yeah, 30 days ish. It's Vulcan time.
30 days ish. Absolutely. Whenever it's locked, loaded, and ready.
Yeah, well, it's huge too. On top of the obvious benefits from the PYR we'll be getting back from the land staking we've all been waiting so long for. I'm just excited to be able to terramorph higher and build more things.
Oh yeah, seriously, dude. Like
reevaluate all my lands.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are going to start reworking their plots, and the verse is probably going to look much different after that goes live. And I wonder if I guess I would probably imagine that they will release level 2 and then give it like some more time, maybe like a month or 2 before level 3 becomes an option. Because I feel like I remember hearing before it's going to be like every 20 days you'd have the option to upgrade your land.
Yeah.
But they have to get all the level 3 assets and stuff. Like they're doing all this in real time. So
yeah. 2 comments on it. First off, we're past our timer. Second off, Slavenbergs, calm down.
What's Walter the whale?
Walter.
Oh, I love that. I've not seen that before. Fledgling Dragon. I know.
Sorry, Bergs. I couldn't hear you through your plebeian colored gray robes.
Did we just go over Troy and Otherworlds, or did we?
Let's go.
Yep.
Jump it.
Yeah. We're letting the timer tick.
What are we on right now?
We're Troy and Otherworlds time. We're swapping to it.
All right.
So Troy and Otherworlds, Armega, give me in 1 second here. Hand me.
Want to switch over to screen share?
Yes.
Awesome.
Give me 1 sec though.
All right.
Oh, Geocat's making it rain subscriptions on people.
Oh, Geocats.
Nice. Thank you, sir.
My screen is blocked right now. Thank you, Geocats. Congrats to all the new subs. Armega was one of the lucky 5 Brewer scorers. Indian Acadian. Geocats, thank you so much.
Fairly confident that's Kurt, but
yeah, Kurt, appreciate it, man. Cats in the house. Be all right, Armega. I'm ready for the screen share then.
All right, here we go.
So here is a little look at what we have so far with Troy. Little tease. I know there was Jamie did like a flash challenge on who could name this in Discord yesterday, and Tristan ended up winning. But we can just look at some of the stuff that's going to be going on in Troy. So I know Arena of Glory, I'm pretty sure, is where the PvP is going to be going down, because I know it was when Troy was first announced, it was mentioned that was going to be the spot for PvP battles. So that is very, very hype. We're going to have like a little gladiator arena stuff going on. And we're going to do a little bit of speculation about the blacksmith. There's a law courts, and I feel like I saw Jamie mention that some of these are going to get renamed by the Dark Lord. So some of them may just be placeholders for now.
Yeah, I think that he mentioned he was going to have the Dark Lord go over a bunch of the naming things and kind of second guess it, especially because he was talking about the 3 tiers of land as well, with the dirt lands, the grasslands, and the city lands. And I think he said he might get those renamed also, but we also know that there's now those 3 tiers of land.
So is that the defining factor of the tiers, whether it's in the city,
grass,
or dirt?
He said in the AMA it's the map is going to be circular as opposed to a square like Vulcanverse, and that the plots will be kind of like a citadel, right? In the city, the outer city, which is the grasslands, and then the dirt plots, which are the low area.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that I wonder. It's going to be interesting to see how they do that, like with the airdrops versus the like land sales, how that's going to work. Like if every airdrop is a tier 1 or if it's just randomized. Or
well, when he listed the requirements for the airdrops, there was discussions of tiered land. So I wonder if those specific lockups did actually pair to the tier of land.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they end up doing that. You can bring back up our cams and Armega.
All right.
And I will chat. And I apologies if you hear some slight whimpering and like pitter patter on the floor. My dog is
some slight doggoing.
It's just me.
Just Armega, he's tired. Like,
by the way, shout out to Mukti with the merch coming soon.
Oh yeah, Armega's repping right there.
I should have put mine on.
I don't know what we have guests on for if they're not going to advertise our merch. Gosh.
The VF outrageous. Merch store has been a work in progress for some time. We're actually working with this we're getting a little off topic of Troy and other words here, but we're working with this project called Change Now. Awesome people, and things were actually very making a lot of progress with the PYR token contract address, because one of the criteria for the merch store is we have to do sales in PYR token, which is going to be awesome. Very excited about that. But then the hack happened and the new contract address had to get implemented. So it's definitely put a bit of a wrench into things, but a lot of progress there. And soon, guys, we'll be able to buy some merch with the PYR
Armega, I'm getting motion sick watching your camera.
Well,
it's be on the fall all over again.
Say cheese. I hear Wolf Shadow here. We'll let Wolf Shadow make a quick appearance, say what's up to everyone. Yeah, so getting to some other worlds quick. So Tartarus Pve was something that we actually have not mentioned since By the Fire came back.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about the whole slash and earn? I was honestly pleasantly surprised. Like some issues that were noticeable with the Tartarus Alpha initially was the hitbox of arrows and stuff wasn't great. But just the idea of when that gets polished, it just the movement feels really good. Like the attacking and stuff feels really good.
Yeah. And it's a good kickoff point for sure.
Yeah.
Like you said, there was a couple glitches that kind of made it a little bit less enjoyable, but it's all things that can just be solved. This is their first release of it, right? We got to be forgiving to an extent, but yeah, it was it's nice. Yeah, the hitbox from the arrows was also one I noticed. I went to line up a headshot and was like, oh, apparently they don't have heads.
Yeah, it was most damage, or the hitbox registers best in the chest area.
Exactly. A complete center mass, and I'm like, well, this is counterintuitive to everything I do. But
yeah, like once that gets polished, they implement like I don't know exactly what the plans are in terms of like health potions or other items, but once you can use like the NFT items, like whoever has Sword of the Death Dealer and that kind of stuff, like that's gonna be pretty sweet. I could see that stuff getting competitive. Like I'm sure speed runs will eventually become a thing.
Well, especially in the initial version, he was talking about how it's going to be more or less like endless. It kind of seems from the description that I understand, and it's going to be who's made it furthest that day. Like, because he made a comment about it being your earnings being comparative to how far other people have gotten in that day for the pool of the slash to earn.
Oh, that's
oh
cool.
my gosh, Walt, that's crazy. That's gonna be like a lot of people are gonna make money on that. A lot of money. Oh, speaking of money, how about that Vulcan Dex?
Yes.
Good segue.
Money. That's a money segue. So huge shout out to Floyd because a lot of awesome stuff going on with Vulcan Dex right now since that has come back online and running again. The first NFT farms that were re-released were all land plots, I believe. So congrats to whoever managed to get a stake in there and is currently providing some LP to earn plots of land.
Yeah, that was a huge first initial farm. That was one way to get everybody back in the LP pools real fast, was just drop a bunch of land.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, yep, that's right. Team McClarty, we absolutely love you, Floyd. Floyd is just such like an MVP for the project. He's like a very, very impressive guy. Everything that he's doing for Vulcan. We also have the Sandbox collab coming up, which is very cool on Vulcan Dex. So I don't know if you guys saw, but I believe the way it's going to work, because there's the Sand Wizard Vulcanite that is going to be coming from as an NFT reward from that pool, and then there's also the Charon Sandbox NFT. I'm not exactly sure how Sandbox works. If like Charon would be like your avatar in Sandbox, or just like something that accompanies your avatar. Do you know how that works in Sandbox, Walt?
No, I haven't looked into it enough to understand. I did see like a while back when they shared the animation for him. I remember seeing that, and it seems like it's like pixel, some sort of 3D pixel game of some sort.
That's like how all the avatars are in Sandbox. But dude, like if it would be, so Charon would be your avatar inside of Sandbox, that would be pretty insane and probably a super valuable NFT. Because I think how Sandbox works is it's like when you own a plot of land, you can just make your own games with it and like basically like run your own stores, shops, and all these different like crypto projects are making their own stuff within Sandbox. And if that could be your avatar to like traverse, I wonder if anyone in chat knows how that works. But that would be like, it's hard to say which one I would rather have. I mean, well, probably actually, without a doubt, it'd be the Vulcanite, especially if you.
I was like, aren't you a notice guy? I'm like, he's a sand wizard.
Because I think how it works is it's going to be a 50-50 chance on which one you get when you provide liquidity to the pool. I don't think there's going to be like one pool for the Sandbox Charon and one pool for the Sand Wizard Vulcanite. There may be.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they do it.
Yeah, but those are two very, very nice prizes for that pool. And I'm pretty sure, I don't know if this is official, but I think it was something, I think so, Scott's. I feel like I remember seeing it was 400 total. So most likely it's going to be 200 of each.
Yeah.
Do you remember seeing that, Walt?
I remember seeing the 400 total thing. So I assumed 200 of each. It just made sense. But yeah. But it also, what's the Sand Wizard? Is he a god? Is he a Vulcanite? What is? Because
Vulcanite, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's a Vulcanite, because otherwise, there's no gods with 200 editions, so he would like almost have to be a Vulcanite.
Yeah, that's a good point. True, and yeah, that is a ton of liquidity actually, because I'm pretty sure I remember seeing it was something along the lines of 200 PYR and 600 sand is going to be like around the LP required to have like enough of a stake in the pool to qualify for the NFT. And yes, Scott, true. By the way, Yeah, that's huge. Those prizes were awesome. I know Blue Bear was a big winner.
Wow.
Yeah.
You were a big winner as well. I think you were the only guys who won twice. But yeah, super generous of Vulcan. That's actually something we have. We are going to bring up in the outro and here today is the prize, the winners that were announced for that video competition. But yeah, man, that's awesome, Scott's.
I didn't know. I also didn't realize Scott's won first and second in the same category.
Yeah, the other video category.
Scott's won again.
Yeah.
Scott's won again.
Yep. The man is a other video legend.
Yeah.
He does
Yep,
a lot.
agree. Say cheese. Great videos. Insane prize for Funcom. Very generous. Yeah, man. Yeah, that is an awesome prize. Thanks, AG. If you are here, legends. That's right. Yeah. Jayberg, no joke. That was in the plans. I have a little cheat sheet on my other screen here of like little subtopics.
They're ruining it.
I was gonna mention, and I will mention this again when we get there, how AG is just absolute MVP for taking over for the 12 Days of Christmas giveaway that ended up getting put on the back burner a little bit during the hack stuff. But if you guys don't know, Jayberg was one of the beneficiaries of a plot of land courtesy of AG when he stepped in for that promotion, which is a huge prize. So Jayberg, congrats on that, man. And that brings us to the end of our Vulcan Dex timer. But yeah, guys, if you have spare funds, like if it won't, disqualify you from your lava gem or any certain like criteria to hit within my forge, like get some LP on Vulcan Dex. That is growing by the day from the looks of it. And a lot of very exciting things. Collaborations with Sandbox and other gaming tokens are going to be on there eventually as well. So yeah, again, huge shout out to Floyd for everything he's doing for us with Vulcan Dex. And One Fat Irish Dad is in here as well. I think he was the other plot winner.
Yeah, those were some huge giveaways.
Yeah, congrats, guys. And Scott's is saying current APY on the Dex is really good. And yeah, I don't doubt that at all. So yeah, get in there, get some APY, provide liquidity. And up next, we got Elysium.
What is Elysium exactly?
So Elysium, initially Elysium started out, and I think this may still be the case, as another world where you could go in addition to Tartarus. I think Elysium was for the Olympians, Tartarus was for the Titans. A secondary world where if you had a level 7 Olympian, you could go to forge NFTs and PYR pits, and it's just sort of like this sacred legendary zone that you can unlock when you get a level 7 Titan or Olympian. But with recent developments as of a few months back, Vulcan decided that we're going to be having our own blockchain where we're running everything on. And the name of it, which I think is absolutely perfect, is going to be Elysium. So there's kind of 2 Elysiums going on now within the ecosystem. So this is going to be Vulcan, the blockchain of Vulcan Forged and all games that are built on here. Native token being lava, which is just such a cool concept that the play to earn token of the project of the ecosystem is also the native token, the gas token of the blockchain that the games are operating on. Is to my knowledge, a first of its kind blockchain, and definitely very appealing for from a marketing perspective for people to know that, hey, if I invest my time here playing these games, the token I'm going to be earning is the gas token for the blockchain that I can use to basically execute all my transactions, do all my stuff. It's just a very, very cool concept. And
on top of just being able to have be getting all that free gas, whether you want to trade it out for PYR yourself or whether it adds so much more functionality to the play to earn token that so many other projects that I won't name have suffered so greatly from, right? So
it's a huge use case, for the play to earn token.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
On top of the infinite use cases already in Vulcanverse. So
yeah, seriously. And in terms of other use case, I mean, because lava, it's like the way it's structured is so nice because yes, lava doesn't have a what's the phrase, like a cap supply. It's basically unlimited in the sense of it's more is getting produced on a daily basis, but there are so many use cases for it in this, like from gas fees to leveling up Titans and Olympians, plots of land, avatars, and like the Frenzy SDK, like entering tournaments with it. There's actually a list out there that I should have had prepared of all the use cases of the lava token, and I actually know exactly where to find it. But I know with Vulcan Tower Defense as well, that lava is going to be kind of like the used to buy things in the shop in that game, I believe is what the plans are for. So even though there's going to be so much of it produced on a daily basis, there's so many burn mechanisms for it. That's like it's hard to say what the tokenomics are going to look like in the sense, or what the like inflation or like deflationary reaction of the token is going to be from how much is generated versus how much is burned each day.
It's hard to work out the exact numbers on it this early into the flows being out there, but it's just good to see that on top of all the use cases, knowing it's going to be gas on Elysium stuff, it gives hope to the future as it flows, because so much of it will be coming out. And on top of it, as Jamie's gone over before, you know, a portion of those fees are going to be going towards the Chorus partnership and planting trees as well. So it's not even like your burnt gas is completely useless. It's actually going to something else too.
Yeah, which is just like, that's just a comforting thing to know. It's like the time that you spend playing games on this blockchain is not only earning you a token with infinite utility and use case, but it's also benefiting the world in the sense of, with this partnership with Chorus, your gameplay is directly going towards planting trees and benefiting the environment in that way as well. So it's shaping out to be just a really revolutionary and cool blockchain, and something that hasn't been seen in the crypto space up to this point, at least not to my knowledge yet.
And time.
Yep. What's up, Sir Drinks, Nestwolf, El Radius? What's up, guys? Awesome to see you in here.
Armega, can you look into getting more lasers at Slaves Request, please?
More lasers.
Yeah. I don't know. That's all I got for you. We need more lasers, apparently. Right. That's all the information I can provide.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Kadik is in here. What's up, Kadik? By the fire rises like a phoenix, just like Vulcan.
Fire wasn't good enough for Slave. Now I got to get lasers. It's got to look like a Pink Floyd concert up in here.
Slave, you got to get the Vulcan too. I believe there will be lasers at Vulcan too, and Olympic drummers
with lasers. Lasers on their drumsticks.
Yeah, absolutely. So, all right, guys. VV Quest, Armega, do you have that image on hand? I can also, if we want to swap to my screen share, can pull it up as well.
VV Quest.
So guys, this, I mean, as we all know.
Yeah, go ahead and do screen share.
Okay, let me pull it up quick. Don't swap it yet.
If we're all here, who's modding Discord?
That's a good question.
I banned a couple people since we've started the show. I banned the wrong guy at first, but he was also a scammer, so it worked.
You didn't ban a dev. You know.
Yeah, his name had dev in it though.
Okay, I'm ready, Armega.
All right, here we go.
All right, guys. So it's hard to imagine, because right now, of course, like Vulcanverse is fantastic right now. You can rent out your assets to Sedalians who can get in there and start, earning money through their gameplay, in real time, which is, that alone is a very, very cool aspect. But there's no denying in terms of the aspects of gameplay. You can run around and visit landmarks, do some foraging, do some building if you own the plots of land, or if you're doing the fixed rent PYR for a certain period of time. But as like from a Stallion's perspective, as just like a free to play like plot sharing Sedalion, where you're splitting the lava but you don't have to pay an upfront PYR cost and you can't even build yet, all you can really do is just grind XP, visit landmarks, and do some foraging to gather materials. Once quests get implemented into Vulcanverse, like that's going to be a whole new dynamic and appeal to so many new players, and it's going to shake things up like crazy. So you can see the template here on the screen of kind of what the quest menu is going to look like. So in this example on the right here, this is like delivering a message type quest. So that's definitely one thing we're going to see, like talk to this NPC, Like I remember stuff like that from the WoW days, like to initiate a quest line. It's like talk to this NPC, bring this envelope or this message over to this other NPC, and then a quest line initiates. But you can also see here on the left, there's going to be quests specific to quadrants and even Vulcan City as well. So this is just going to kind of bring Sedalians into like the storyline of the verse, because I imagine the main quests are going to fall into line with the Vulcan verse storyline that plays out in the game books. And so it kind of, we're going to see that depth of like the story of Vulcanverse actually playing out in beginning, which is going to shake things up big time. And then I imagine quests will get to the point where you'll be visiting Tartarus to slay X amount of demons, or going to Troy to fight these many battles, etc. And we'll start to see like quests will be the beginning of like the whole MMO dynamic unfolding of, you know, there's actually things for you to get in and do, like tasks to complete inside of the game versus just wandering around and foraging materials essentially. And also you'll be rewarded. You can see the quest rewards here: rare items, mythic items, lava, and for the main Vulcan quest. And then also, while we're on the topic of quests, we may be sometime out from this, but create your own quests is going to be a very, very cool thing, where actual landowners themselves will be writing their own stories, taking their Sedalians and other plot owners through quests of their own for lava prizes, NFT prizes, probably even PYR prizes as well, which is really going to take the verse to the next level. Do you know, Walt, is for the create your own quest, that's for at least initially that was planned for level 7 plots only, right?
Yeah, that was initially a level 7 concept. I know there was discussion about that potentially being reevaluated. I don't know if it ever did. I can't really speak if it's changed, but the original plan was level 7. Yeah.
Gotcha. We could jump back to our cameras and Armega.
I'm like in the daily tab at the top there. That's what intrigues me.
Yeah, true. Like hop in for your dailies, like get a little XP boost. We'll probably start seeing more, like the ability to earn more than just 160 XP per day within Vulcanverse.
Yeah, just from your dailies.
Yeah, with the
well, that's it. And depending on the location of some of these quests and stuff like that, and you know, new routes might get planned, kind of like part of the landmark run. If you start in Boreas and you do the daily up here, then you can head down to Arcadia, do X daily, and so on and so forth.
Yes.
Kind of incorporate it all together, one big run. Maze quests are the best. Yes, Slave. We know you like mazes.
Yeah, as of right now, those definitely are the best. It will be just really cool though to have like a list of tasks to complete, like as you log in, and with all the different quadrants having their own quests. I know we've hit our time on this one, but with all the different quadrants having their own quests, it's like you can complete your quest as you're hitting your landmark run too, and it'll just be this. It'll just immerse you so much more in the verse.
Walt, didn't you get a new watch, new smartwatch?
Yeah, I have one. Why?
You just got a new one, right?
Yeah. Around Christmas.
Just curious about the
Oh,
time.
smart ass.
Let's keep it moving.
All right, Pixie, Vulcan Flannelax.
Yeah, Rogue Pixie said it was for level 7. It'd be cool if KYOQ started at like level 4 when your plot was able to activate as a node. But anyway, on to the I say this is phalanx.
I just purposely mispronounce it because I haven't. I didn't
think you were actually pronouncing it that way. But all right, Armega, for this, I actually would like to request screen share back my way.
All right.
So this is what we've seen so far for Vulcan's phalanx, which if anyone in chat can spell out the pronunciation if they know for sure, that would be fantastic. So this is very interesting. Like it's kind of like a avatar, like a Vulcan avatar that is modeled after the various Vulcanites. All we've been seen so far is Chiron, the Arcadia level 5 Vulcanite. But as you can see here, design created legendary, which assumedly, or I would assume, is a higher PYR cost, of course, here. Available for minting, 7 of 32, so they're limited. Action minted. We can see here Okay, so there's gonna be legendary, epic, rare, uncommon, and common. And like this is just going to be a very cool and interesting addition to the ecosystem, how these things work. So I imagine we're going to start seeing these pop up as like people's Twitter pictures, like going on social media accounts, as like a lot of people do with their NFTs in various projects. But this is something, it's going to be very cool to see what the difference is between legendary, epic, rare, uncommon, and then how you go about acquiring them initially. Like if it's just a higher upfront mint cost and it's like a first come first serve type of deal.
From what I was to understand, it was going to be like, at least initially when leaked, it was going to be it'll be a random mint concept, and you'll just mint. I don't know if you upgrade them or how it works, but aren't these lava multipliers as well? Wasn't that what I was to understand?
Yes.
Yeah, so increased lava generation.
Yeah, the use cases for them here, like this is pretty sweet. Increased lava generation, NFT drops, some confirmed bonuses for owning okay, this is for owning a legendary Phalanx character and or owning a clan is another very interesting thing I'm seeing here. So we'll have the ability to create clans, and I guess those will sort of be like mini guilds to a degree, or I
think the clans were if you complete like a collection of the one phalanx.
Okay.
So it's like if you got the Chiron in like every like outfit or every style or something like that.
Okay, I see. So okay, that makes sense. Like a clan of that Vulcanite.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, increased lava generation, NFT drops, very cool and interesting. Percent of lava used on Elysium. I wonder if that means like the percent of lava you use, you get a kickback on that or something, or I guess maybe you just get a share of the lava fees or something.
Yeah, that's what I understood it as.
Okay. Extra powers in Vulcanverse and Berserk. I wonder how they're going to tie that into Berserk. That's very interesting. So maybe like passive abilities or like an additional hero power or something. I wonder if you'll have to own the Vulcanites to be able to mint a phalanx of that Vulcanite. I'm curious about that.
I don't think so. Or maybe if you do own the Vulcanite, maybe it'll take that into account when you're doing the minting. Because I remember them saying that the minting was going to be like a randomized factor. So maybe you just, if you own it, maybe you have a better chance. I'm not sure. I don't think we've gotten any news on that. I think we're just speculating.
Gotcha. Yeah. Oh, definitely. Maybe the randomized was like the armor and stuff. Kind of like how with that's like the big thing in NFTs is with like CryptoPunks and stuff is to have these like set parameters, and then during the minting process, you just get randomly assigned.
Yeah.
All that. So it'd probably be a similar concept here. So you can see there's chest armor, a weapon, a horse. So this is for Chiron. So different horse types, leg armor,
ripped strongest brown horse.
Yeah. Young and fit character. I like that. Moderately strong horse armor, moderate helmet protection. So there's different tiers of like not just the.
I'm sure the Dark Lord. I'm sure the Dark Lord has to get at some of these names.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure that's all work in progress. But yeah, that's very cool.
Is it all centaurs or drinks? Is that a thing?
Well, I think that's just what I would.
I think that's for the clans, like.
Yeah, I would imagine that's gonna be like each. Are you saying like is it all gonna be like Chirons basically? I think this is probably just the only one.
Yeah, I think this is just the display one.
Yeah. So
I mean, I'm okay if it's all Arcadian. I mean, I'm happy with that. I just don't think others.
I would hope not. I would want a sweet like Chthonius avatar.
Okay, so
or something.
Nez is saying that he thinks it's centaurs for Arcadia, I believe. So maybe it's just like one main representative per quadrant. So the centaurs are for us.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, like look at this legendary.
Look at that. Look at the horse size difference between the bottom left and like the top boys. Those are thick horses. That bottom boy's scrawny. Looks hungry.
This is a scrawny ass horse. That is the
little legs.
So that's like that's like the lowest tier.
That's it. Well, that's it. I think we're just saying Chiron because he's a centaur, but it's like Bergs is saying. I think that's just a generic centaur warrior. Like it's just these aren't necessarily Chiron, they're just centaurs.
Yeah, gotcha. Makes sense. All right, Armega, we can jump back to camera screen.
All right. 1 second here.
Yep. But yeah, the phalanx is going to be very interesting to see. So we got a little bit of
we're
inception going on.
The metaverse.
Yeah. Yeah. Blue Bear subscribed at tier 1. Blue Bear, man.
Hey,
Welcome to the show. Congratulations on your huge
yes,
your huge
big congrats
win recently, dude. Very well deserved. Fantastic quality videos, man. You're a legend, man. You've cemented yourself as a legend in the Vulcan community.
Yeah. The true zero to hero tale.
Yeah, man. Congratulations. Put that PYR to good use.
Poor Bergs is gonna have to find a new Sedalion now.
Yep. Yeah, you're losing a good one, Bergs. It's unlucky, but yeah, no, Blue Bear, congrats, man. That is very, very exciting. And speaking of exciting, 12 days of giveaways. Let's go ahead and get the countdown rolling here. Purchase of land plots imminent. Awesome, dude. I'm curious what your quadrant of choice is. If you were a Berg Sedalion, I assume you're probably a Boreas guy.
Yes, because Bergs doesn't own plots anywhere else. That's
Yep. I know
Boreas.
that's his allegiance. His
Yeah.
allegiance there.
Yeah.
Tom Welters 89. What's up, dude? But yeah, so 12 days of giveaways. This starts on Monday, the 17th, very, very soon. And this was supposed to be something that went down over the holidays, of course, but with all the maintenance and stuff going on as a result of the hack, it has been pushed back into January. There's actually an awesome tweet of Tommy in a Tomios in a Santa hat that was like from Vulcan. That was something along the lines of like, "Fuck it, we'll do Christmas in
January or something like that."
Yeah, which I want to see. Yeah, I have it put up on my screen here. It just says we'll have our Xmas in January then. Although you don't really need to pull this up, Armega. If you have it though, that'd be a nice one to throw into the box. But yeah, so what's going on here with the 12 days of giveaway is the prizes slowly starts. They slowly ramp up in value, I guess. So this was on the 13th, 2 days ago. Toby put out the schedule for it. So the way to qualify, if I remember correctly, there was a tweet that was sent out and you had to retweet it and reply tagging 3 friends and use the hashtag Vulcan Forges on, I think was the hashtag for that tweet.
I believe so.
Yeah, definitely double check on that. So if you guys want to and haven't already, be eligible for the 12 days of, I guess it's not 12 days of Christmas anymore, just 12 days of giveaways.
The 12 days of January.
That is what you want to have go down. You want to retweet, tag 3 friends. The criteria is listed in that tweet, and then use the hashtag Vulcan Forges on. And here are the prizes that are going to be up for grabs. Monday, the 17th is 500 XP to one lucky winner. That's 50 Berserk wins. That's no small chunk of XP right there. And they progressively get more valuable as we go down. Tuesday, the 18th, 1000 XP. Wednesday, the 19th, 1500 XP. Thursday, the 20th, a level 2 Vulcanite, I would assume of the winner's choice, depending on quadrant allegiance. Friday, the 21st, a level 3 Vulcanite. Saturday, the 22nd, an epic Berserk card. Sunday, the 23rd, level 4 Vulcanite. Monday, the 24th, level 5 Vulcanite. Tuesday, the 25th, a legendary Berserk card, which is big. Wednesday, the 26th, God free of choice other than Cronus or Zeus. And Thursday, the 27th, a plot of Troy lands. And Friday, the 28th, to wrap things up, a plot of Vulcanverse land. And then we have a quick. Were you about to go with something there, Walt?
No, I was just gonna comment that it was like it's very nice prizes, a bunch of chances for people who don't have plots. I saw people in chat too asking if there was still other ways to get Vulcanites and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, every now and again there is competitions and giveaways and chances to get them outside of the marketplace, which is still nice.
And this is so there's slim chances. There's gonna be a lot of people opting to try to win here, but there's a chance. And the brewer is right there. So I also have pulled up here. It says how to qualify, create a Venly wallet in MyForge, deposit and hold at least 25 PYR in your MyForge wallet, play at least 10 games of Berserk and or Forge Arena, or enter Vulcanverse as a Sedalian, retweet the giveaway and tag at least 3 friends using hashtag Vulcan Forges on. So a few other things as well. Coddle Pets Pixels 2.
Yeah. So that'll be that was
part of the giveaway.
No, that was just something separate that TMC is bringing up, but we'll be revamping that this coming week. When we were going to be doing it around the holidays, once again, the hack kind of drowned a lot of things out. So we just kind of decided to delay a lot of stuff until the community was stable again.
So what's the criteria for receiving those? Is that if you have a level 99 dragon?
Well, those people are definitely already credited. If you got Hat was just waiting until the minting API and sending and stuff was enabled and solid again.
You're good, McLaren, man, no problem.
But yeah, so anybody who had 99 Coddle Pets at the time of the snapshot originally will be receiving. I think it was. I'd have to check the exact numbers on how many pets you were receiving for what. But if you had level 99s at that snapshot a while back, then you'll definitely be getting a couple.
Awesome.
Okay. Then we were doing a couple other giveaways for them as well, which we'll probably get that done in the next week, and maybe I'll send information for the next episode.
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
All right. Time.
Frenzy SDK time. So Frenzy SDK, this is something that I remember way back when I first found this project, which, by the way, yesterday I got a little notification on Twitter that it was my 1-year anniversary on Twitter with my mukti account.
Oh, very nice.
BF account. And so it's been basically 1 year and a few days since I first discovered this project. And I remember the Frenzy SDK being one of the things I thought was most cool, how you could, because before I found this project, I was a very big poker player. That's what most of my time was allocated to. Even still today, I don't play nearly as much as I used to, but I just love the idea of gambling or putting a stake in and then competing against other people for like a pool of rewards. And so the idea for the Frenzy SDK, because that's something that was like a big part of the ecosystem when I first found it, I remember. It kind of hasn't been as prevalent of something in the ecosystem with all the other development going on. But there was an announcement recently, which I'm going to pull this up in Discord to have the details in front of me. But there was an announcement recently about the Frenzy SDK coming back, yep, here it is. There's a tweet. So it has been shown some love. And here it is from the Vulcan Forged Twitter. Frenzy SDK is one of the more underrated, and it gets cut off here. Frenzy SDK is one of the more underrated releases in Q1. Any game, blockchain or not, which is very interesting. We'll touch on that in a sec. Can plug into our play to earn model. Includes lava roots, take a % of lava profits, and even access our NFT assets. Support for multiple coding languages. So when I first heard of the Frenzy SDK, I thought that it was going to be something like it had to be the Vulcan games, but similar to like a poker tournament, you could have like a poker, like heads up poker match. You could put up 10 PYR against someone else in a Berserk match, and then the winner takes all the PYR. Is kind of like what my idea of it was initially. But now with this recent announcement, this was on January 10th on the Vulcan Forged Twitter, it's saying any game, blockchain or not, can plug into our play to earn model. So, I guess that means if you know what you're doing and have the ability, because they're saying here support for multiple coding languages, to like integrate it within the Vulcan API, you can put up lava and play any game, even outside of the ecosystem, even if it's not a blockchain game, and still somehow have the SDK pull the results and then credit the winner with the tokens. Is that kind of how you are
That's
reading that as well?
Yeah, that's how I'm kind of perceiving it. And I'm like, wait, can we do VR frenzy tournaments? Like,
yeah, dude, that could you pull up my screen just for a minute here, Omega? We'll jump into this. I'm gonna pull this over here so I can still see what people are saying in chat. But yeah, so I don't know what you guys think about this, but this is very, very cool. So I wonder if it would even get to the point where maybe not, where you could play like FIFA or like I don't know, like a game like that. And
if we're to read it at face value, it literally says any game, blockchain or not. So
yeah, like that would be an incredibly cool aspect of the ecosystem, where like that's just a massive use case for lava as well. I don't know if you'll be able to use PYR, like put PYR for grabs, but if you could put up, like, let's say 1,000 lava against somebody else, play a game of FIFA, and then after that game is over, the winner of that receives 2,000 lava, your 1,000 back, and whoever you're up against is lava. That's just a whole nother realm of use case for the lava token. That is like so it's not just Vulcan Forged games, but if you can plug any game into this, I mean, that's absolutely huge. And
yeah, that'll be massive.
Yeah, and even access our NFT assets. So I'm very, very interested in this and to see how this develops. Currently slated for a Q1 release.
Crab game on Elysium.
Oh, dude. Dude, could you imagine?
Oh my god.
Like huge crab game lobbies, like 100 lava to enter.
Oh god,
40 people.
So troll.
Winner take all. That shit would be so hype. That would be so much fun.
Remember the other night when we were playing, how I said it might be hard to maintain inter-community friendships after betraying each other in this game?
that crowd games make it a little intense.
Yeah.
Nix, what's up, dude? No problem at all, man. Happy to have you in here now, but this will be up on the YouTube channel after if you want to run things back and check it out. No more potato games, please. But yeah, Scott's crab games would be so awesome, man. So yeah, this is definitely something that we will be keeping a close eye on throughout this future episodes in this show, seeing what comes about with Frenzy. But from the looks of it, that is something to be very, very excited about.
Yeah.
I think I've kindly figured out the crab games. So I haven't played them much, but after watching a few videos, I think it's all about the slide.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what it really boils down to. If you can master the slide,
we are getting very derailed now.
Yeah. We'll jump to the core side of you, but yeah,
we'll all play crab games later, guys.
I'm trying to delay the next topic, Walt. I know it's a spot for you.
Sarah, sure. Thank you for this.
This guy roasts me about timing earlier, and now he's purposely delaying it. I want to speak to HR when this is over.
Well, subscribe for tier 1 6 months in advance. I didn't even know
you
do that. Sarah, sure. Thank you for the support, dude.
Hey.
Really appreciate that.
Huge job, Sarah. Sure.
Be here for 6 months.
Great.
That's right.
Thank you.
We're not going anywhere. We will be here all of 2022 and beyond, covering, highlighting all the greatest news and announcements going on within the Vulcan ecosystem.
And maybe Glitched Viking will even wake up for some of them.
Yes. Yeah. Maybe we'll have Glitch here with us.
Come on, guys.
Future
we both
episodes.
know that Glitch is totally awake.
Yeah. He's off playing. He's off playing VR golf. Oh, sorry, I didn't see Discord.
Yep. Glitch got an Oculus headset recently. He was probably up all night on there, slept in through most of the day. But yeah, chorus idea. We've got our last topic, a little bit of an outro after that to wrap things up. But
is Armega ready for that?
Yeah, what?
You can bring our cams. Actually, no, leave it on my screen.
Checking out some fire.
Look at these transitions. Wow.
That's my bad.
Woo!
Because we have right here in my folders. Here we go. Okay.
Oh, Berg's making it rain subscriptions.
Oh, Bergs, thank you, man.
Burgles.
Appreciate the 5 gifted subs. Kadik, Dehundo, Neswolf, Fricky, Lord of Thunder 8, guys. Congratulations on the subs to the By the Fire Twitch channel. We are very happy to have you here, Bergs. Thank you so much, man. Now gifted a total of 6 in the channel. We've got to get our Mega. One thing we need to work on ASAP is sub alerts, so that pops up on the screen and stuff.
I apologize, everybody. We're easing things into it. New layout took some doing, but we will get to all that.
Yeah, another people who tuned in late to this and weren't here for the intro. Our Mega has been working his ass off on this whole layout and template and stuff, and yeah, we're just gonna keep building and improving on each week too. So. Another quick shout out to our Mega for that. But jump into course now, course.io. So this is something I know a lot of people in the community are very excited about. There's a partnership with Elysium that the lava fees from the Elysium chain are going to go to funding chorus trees being planted. And this is a very unique, cool. There are other similar projects out there, but just what they have in progress is very, very cool. And of course, they're partnered with Elysium, so they get all of our love and support. But how this works essentially is there are 4 different tiers, and I believe you still do have time if after hearing about this you get persuaded to want to pick up an NF tree. There are different tiers, and by belonging to these tiers, you will get an allocation into their IDO that is coming up. Do you know, Walt, if there's a set date for that yet?
I don't think there's a set date yet. I know they're waiting until, because a bunch of people still haven't gotten their NF trees back in their Vulcan Forged wallets. So I know they're waiting. So they're waiting on that. I know that they do have actual allotment numbers. If you have that image, they've announced what IDO allotment you get for each tier.
We do have that image. So yep. Beauty. So here, these are the different tiers depending on how many trees you have: seed, sprout, tree, and then the secret tier. Which has now been released to be the mother of all figs. And in the next image you see, that's actually a token allocation. We'll jump to this first. So this is the private sale tiers. So this is the allocation you'll be able to get in the private sale, depending on what tier you have. So real quick, kind of what Course is doing is they're working with Elysium or Vulcan. They're working with Vulcan and investors, owners of NF trees, to plant trees, have it all done through blockchain. So the idea is for Elysium to be a carbon neutral blockchain. And how this works is you can actually tokenize your tree, and the I'd be lying if I said I knew how like the whole like science behind the carbon credit system works, but the idea is the oxygen your tree produces or the carbon it intakes, whatever can be tokenized, and then that can be used as do you know?
Yeah, so it's
energy in some capacity, or it's like it's the value gets applied to the token somehow.
I'm unsure about the finer mechanics of that part, but I do know that the tokens you receive are equivalent to the carbon that the trees pull out of the air each year. And you can use those for carbon credits and a couple other things and stuff like that.
Yep. And so the IDO price is starting at 50 cents, but if you get your tree allocations before the sale takes place, you get a discounted price. You can see here 1 to 20 NF trees, you get a max allocation of $1,000 at 40 cents per course token. Tier 2 is 21 to 50 trees, you get a $5,000 allocation at 39 cents. Per token. And Rogue Pixie, thank you. I'm going to get to that in 1 second here, but it looks like a lot of good info in that message. Tier 3 is 51 plus NF trees. You can get a $20,000 allocation at 37 cents per course token. Then if you are in the tier 4, mother of all figs, which I don't think, do we know how that is going down yet? How you can get in tier 4 yet? Well,
I haven't had a chance to listen to their AMA, but I know that a lot of people were asking about it, and I think they said it would get covered in the AMA, but that was something I was meaning to listen to today, actually.
Okay, and I wonder if Scott's, if you're still in here, if you or anyone in chat, if you guys know the answer to that question, how you can get into that tier 4, but you'll be able to get a $50,000 allocation and 35 cents per chorus tree. And then there also is a tree council, which is 60 1,000 chorus plus 100 NF trees. Okay, so that's how you can be on the tree council. That's
Yeah,
if you have
that's what you have to hold.
Okay.
So we've done the math. The tier 3, even with max allocation, doesn't quite get you to 60,000 chorus. So to get into that, you'd either need to buy multiple allocations, buy again in the IDO, or be part of this mother of all figs section that I don't think we know about yet, or I just haven't listened to it yet.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, okay. So you're saying for the tier 3 allocation, that doesn't get you up to 60,000 chorus? Yeah. Oh yeah, no, you're right, because if it was 33 cents per token, it would.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So you have to buy a little bit more.
Yeah, you're just shy. Yeah, 54,000 chorus, so you need 6K more.
But yeah, so like what chorus and what they're doing is going to be a big part of the whole Elysium blockchain being carbon neutral. And Indy's saying Mother of All Figs is a 1-of-1 NFT on the market. So is there only one of those?
Oh, okay.
Do you know how that's going to work, Indy? Is there just going to be like an open bid for it, like an open auction, and then the highest bidder gets it? I would assume.
Well, tier 3 it is, I suppose.
Yeah. Most I know Scott's probably open bid. I know Scott's may be interested in that Mother of All Figs. But all right, I want to read real quick through Rogue Pixie's message here. This NF tree is a yield-bearing green bond backed by a real tree. The trees are planted and managed by the Chorus Company. Location of planting, Spain, Casp, Spain. This batch will be planted in February of 2022. The owner of this NF tree will be able to claim 1 CO2 tokens. CO2 tokens are equivalent to the amount of CO2 absorbed by the actual tree. Currently, this NF tree compensates 25 kilos of CO2 per year. 1 kilogram of CO2 equals 1 CO2 token. CO2 tokens can be claimed, traded, and converted into a proof of carbon compensation. Location of planning, okay, so that's just another. All right, so that gives us a bit more information about how that works. So that's very cool. So it looks by that measurements that about 1 tree will net 25 chorus tokens per year on average.
Yeah, I knew it was 20 something kilograms per year.
Okay. So yeah, that's just a very, very cool concept. And I love the idea of the lava generated on Elysium goes towards funding this whole project. So literally, guys, you're gaming, you're earning for yourself, but you're also gaming to benefit the world as a whole, the environment, thanks to Chorus. They seriously a very cool project, what they're doing. It's awesome that Vulcan decided to establish that partnership with them. And I know a lot of people in the community are already very excited. So if you guys haven't heard of Chorus or what they're doing, check out their Discord, a lot of info, pick up some NF trees. A lot of very good stuff going on there.
And it was a tweet from David Shaman a while ago, actually, that made me think a little bit more about it, with the concept of if you actually did the math on your own carbon footprint, you could technically buy chorus trees to make yourself carbon neutral, which is a very cool concept.
Yeah, that is. So like your own like carbon output, you can make yourself carbon neutral with the trees you're own.
Yeah, that's what
crypto and car. Oh my gosh, I mean, like good crypto.
NFTs are so bad for the environment.
When can we buy NF trees on the MP that are usable in Vulcanverse? I am not sure about that, say cheese. I know on the Vulcan marketplace, people try to like you can resell them and buy them from there. If you want to get at least a few, I would contact the team through, I know they do sales through Venly, I think, but you can contact the team directly.
Anything over 5, anything over 5 trees, they said in an announcement a while ago, they'll do a private sale with you for, so you don't have to make 80 transactions.
Yeah, so that's definitely recommended if you are thinking about picking up some trees to do that.
But the VF trees that were announced, I think there was 1,000 of them reserved for the VF marketplace, and I don't think they ever actually hit. So maybe that's something to bring up. Jamie was talking about releasing a bunch of assets this week and putting a bunch of stuff up for sale, so maybe those trees could be amongst them.
Yeah.
So just so everybody knows real quick, as far as the show goes and how it's gonna go forward, we're gonna try our best to stick to an hour. It might be less or more each show, but we're gonna really try to target an hour. This first one, being with everything new set up and being designed on the fly, it's taken a little bit longer, so we haven't really had a lot of time to work on the content order and all that kind of stuff. But we will get better. So do expect an hour-long show going forward, roughly.
Yes. Yep. And we are getting ready to wrap up here, guys. I do want to quickly mention Vulcan 2 sign up is tomorrow. I believe that starts. So quick reminder on that for anyone who plans on attending Vulcan. Say cheese, you're right. 1 hour is really short for all the weekly content. Our plan, though, is to kind of have it sort of like a structured show type deal, because we also want to grow our YouTube channel as well in tandem with the live stream podcast. And typically, like the whole, 2.5 hour, 3 hour type shows don't do as well there. And we kind of, like a show on TV that like runs an hour each week. That's kind of what we're aiming towards. So we'll see how things go. Like we're gonna adapt and see what we like doing. So we'll figure things out as we evolve over time. But yeah, so quick mention of Vulcan 2 sign up. And then also I want to send us home then real quick before we hop out of here. Armega, if you could pull up that video trailer for the Unreal Engine 5 game.
Yep.
So there's been, there's been a lot of talk about, Jamie's comments on the whole Unreal Engine and how that's not a feasible gaming platform for like big open world metaverse games, which is probably true. I don't know much about the technical side of stuff like that, but I mean, it just makes sense that it's just way too much rendering and stuff to actually work. But Vulcan is making a game with the Unreal 5 software. It's going to be a Temple Run-esque game. It may be called Vulcan Run, I think is the idea for it. But they released a trailer of the environments, and it looks very, very clean. So if you guys haven't seen that, like Sarah sure is saying, I don't have a Twitter. We have that video for you.
Are we coming back to, or is this the end of the show? How do you want to?
We will, let's give our outros now, and then we'll just wrap it up with the video.
All right.
So Scott's awesome shop. He's back. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, guys, this has been fantastic. Indy, thank you, man. Very, very happy to be back. We're going to be, keeping this thing going. We're back to every single week. Slight change from Friday to Saturday now, 12 p.m. EST, 5 p.m. GMT. But, a lot of exciting things coming for Vulcan in 2022, and we are honored to have the chance to cover that and go over it all here each week. And, quick thank you to our co-host today, Mr. Walter Chambers. Walt, thank you so much for taking the time to join us.
Of course.
And any closing words you want to give to the community?
Go forage. Get your lava.
Sorry, everybody. Walt just woke up an hour and 15 minutes ago. So
well, the show's been running an hour and 22 minutes. So
he was asleep during the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah, no, appreciate you doing this, Walt. And Armega, I'll let you send us home then with closing statements, and then you can get into that video. We'll send us out.
All right, awesome, everybody. I appreciate y'all attending the BTF 2.0, I guess.
Re-release.
The re-release.
Remaster.
Yes. But if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions about the show, we're always welcome to hear it all, and we appreciate any feedback, negative or other, preferably other. But we really appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely, dude. Thank you so much, guys. Everyone, we'll see you in Discord. We'll see you in Vulcanverse. We'll see you next week here at By the Fire VF. Thank you so much, everybody. And until next time.
Not really a good night. It's more of a have a good day, I guess.
Good afternoon.
Yes. Yeah, have a great Saturday, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday night, Saturday evening.
Or your Sunday if you're faceless.
Yep, true. Or if you're faceless.
2023.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we're going to roll the videos. Here we go, guys.
Thank you, everybody.
All right, so let's start with this one. everybody see this okay? Hear it okay?
Excuse me.
Thanks. It's really awesome looking foliage too.